Good morning. Who here likes food? Raise your hand. Okay, it's not what I expected. I'm surprised you didn't, honestly. Who here has any, or who here likes ancient Rome at all? Anybody? Okay, nice. Well, you're going to like this because today I'm going to teach you how to make Rome's favorite food. It's called garum. It is a immensely popular, or it was an immensely popular fish sauce that Romans used basically as ketchup. So, according to NPR, it is making a major comeback after being forgotten for nearly 2,000 years. Today I'll explain how they made it back in the day and how you can make a much quicker, less smelly modern version. So, it's perpetuated today in southern Italy as under the name Cultura di Lici, according to The Guardian. And in its heyday, it was as popular as ketchup and commanded outrageous prices. So the highest priced garum could possibly be up to $500 a bottle. And of course, there were cheaper versions for the lower classes. It's really like something like caviar today, just a lot more widespread. They used it as a dip, like ketchup, and also as a substitute for salt in many other dishes. So you could just put garum instead of salt, because it added a nice little like fishy umami taste instead of just pure salt, so it was kind of nice. It's very similar to a lot of Southeast Asian fish sauces, such as nuoc mak and nam pla, which are Thai and Vietnamese fish sauces. So, Pontine researchers have discovered the recipe that they used, because this mosaic was on the floor of a garum manufactory they found in Pompeii. So that's how this recipe is given to you today. So the recipe. First, you need a large number of fish. It depends on how many, or the number of fish you need depends on how large a batch you want to make. But in general, just any number will do, honestly. So you can use any kind of fish, really, mackerel, tuna, anchovies, even oysters, and really any other mollusk. They don't discriminate too much. So you take a tall jar or pot, and you layer the fish in the bottom after cutting up the larger ones. So you have a layer of fish in the bottom, and then you layer spices on top, such as dill, coriander, fennel, celery, mint, and oregano. So you layer those on top of the fish, and then you make a layer of salt that's at least 2 fingers thick on top of that. And then you repeat this pattern until you get to the top of the jar. And then you take the jar, which probably smells great at this point, and you leave it in the sun for 2 weeks. So after that, you hold your nose as you stir it once for 20 days, which will mix what is now turned into a liquid inside. And after the 20 days, you filter it through a cloth or a basket into your jars, and that's your garum, pretty much. The filtering process gets rid of all the chunky bits and the bones and everything that might not have turned into a liquid. And that was actually sold separately as a different condiment, but that's a different story. So that's the ancient recipe. You could probably make it in the dorms, but I don't know how well the smell would really be, so I recommend against it. So if you want to make it today, the modern recipe goes like this. So you need black olives, anchovy fillets, 1 hard-boiled egg yolk, capers, garlic, parsley, marjoram, rosemary, thyme, white pepper, and olive oil. Basically, you take all of these things, dump them in a blender, and blend it until it's light and fluffy. Then you puree that in a food mill, or you push it through a sieve with a wooden spoon. And then you return to the blender and blend it briefly to obtain a smooth paste. Now, this recipe was also given to me by the researchers at Pompeii, who they have a website, and that's where I found this recipe pretty much. So if you're really interested in trying Rome's favorite dish or favorite ketchup, basically, feel free to make this. I assure you it's a lot better than it sounds.
How did you come up with that one?
Well, okay, so I always liked Roman and like Roman history, so I was like looking at Roman stuff on YouTube and I just found a video about this, and I thought like, hey, that's really cool. And then when I was trying to think of a topic to do how to, I couldn't think of anything, and then I remembered this. So.
Like, is it